I need another petrol can. Alright, let's dump most of this. Okay. Alright, you what down here? Yep. I was ready to leave again without it. Okay, now we're good. Just need to grab some gas. I wish there was a way to siphon. That was one of the cool things I liked in the Rebirth mod. They had, when you went to a vehicle, if you were done using it, you could basically go inside the engine compartment and there was like a siphon. Oh, good. Filling you up, didn't even use all the gas I had. Okay, cool. But yeah, you could like hit siphon and it would take all the gas back out and then you could use it for something else. Alrighty. Yeah, we need a bunch. I want to just be able to keep that chicken coop running. And I have the chickens to make a second one. I just hadn't made it yet. Oops. I hadn't made it yet. Wrong farm. Because I didn't have the seeds to keep two running. I can barely keep one running. But if we can go on a tear of chopping trees down and stuff, if I could find a better axe, that's the big thing. If I could find a better axe, then I could just go haywire. Okay. Thing out. Repair. Oh, wow. 20-second timer. Wouldn't really be able to do this in amongst a bunch of unhappy people. All right, come on. I'm excited. There it is. Now, if I open up the engine compartment, all right, let's do you first. So if you look here, 400 is the max weight for this bad boy. Take you guys out. So do you not... Oh, I'm not going there yet. 2,500. There we go. Are you saying that I can't change your color? It's stuck with what color it is. All right, and we put all the fuel in, and that's not bad. There we go. Now we got proper transportation. Nice. Okay, let's go see what's in that airdrop. And then I want to work in cement mixer. I remember finding that. So we'll go up to the trader and then we'll cut across and we'll see. I'm curious if I can find a crack-a-book or something worth looting over there. We still got day 19, so I got a few days left to really mess around before we got to get serious about the horde, and then after the horde, immediately after the horde, then we got to move. So I might actually prep for the move ahead of time. Range mods bundle. Okay. Oh, we got the recipes for it. We do have a shotgun choke. Weapon flashlight. I never use those, but the magazine extender, I wouldn't mind having that because I think I might be able to put that into there. Okay. We're not going to be able to visit the trader here. Actually, what am I doing? I'm right in the middle of a bunch of trees. That's what I said I needed. Did it use my wrench? It did not. It just needed to be in the inventory. Okay. Yeah, resin's what I'm after. I need resin for glue. If I look up the glue, and I'm completely out, but I need that for that that's workstation. So I need 4 resin with corn and water, or 4 resin. Yeah, so each glue is 4 resin. It's kind of expensive. But I mean, with these big trees, I guess you get a decent chunk. I thought I heard someone sneaking up on me. Dude, you know it's rude to stop a man when he's working? Oh, jeez. This axe is almost ready to break, too. That's unfortunate. Okay. This might turn into an exploration, then. I really need to find a better axe. And There is the scrap battle axe, which I'm going to assume definitely does more damage. I have the sneaky suspicion that it's more of a not PvP, a melee axe than it is for chopping down trees. And I would hate to waste all the resources for something that's not gonna help me chop trees down any faster. All these eggs, I can't help it. Every one of these is like a bacon and eggs for, or every 2 eggs is a bacon and eggs for me. There we go. Yes. Because when you loot the chicken coop, you know, it could be as few as 3 eggs. I've seen it as many as 5 eggs, so you never know what you're gonna get. Like, it's not a set number. So when you see this many nests in proximity, you gotta take the opportunity. Because it also takes a while for that chicken coop to go through and produce before it needs more seeds and stuff. I thought I saw another one out here. Nope, I guess not. Cool. How many eggs did I get? Well, that's 6. That's 3 bacon and eggs. And again, that's a decent chunk of food for the hunger. Alright. Can I chop this one down fairly quickly? Oh my god, no. Oh jeez. Can I chop it down before it breaks? Okay, you're a little further away than I was thinking you are, so we can keep hacking. I just not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this. And my spear is really in danger. Yeah, I may need to rethink this. My issue with going, because I could make a better, I mean, I could jump up to the steel axe. Oh my god. Could jump up to the steel axe, but the problem is with the steel axe, I don't know what it's going to do with my stamina. How much do I got? I got enough for, what, 7 glue? Alright, I think we got to head back. I need to look and see. I may need to just get that better axe. If I'm going to be chopped. Oh man, look at all those nests. Oh, it's hard to pass them by. Okay, I have enough for the glue, which means I can make my mechanics table. Which means I can make the fuel saver, which will make me feel more comfortable with my vehicle and not just gas guzzling everything. Because I've got the turbo in here, which is why we're moving so quickly. But I need to counter the turbo with the fuel saver. The extended fuel tank would be nice, but I don't have that recipe yet. Yeah, we move so nice and quickly with this. This is going to be great for questing and doing other stuff, because it carries so much weight. And I can just take, it's only 40 pounds out of the 2,500, so I can take the Mini with me. And then if I need to, do I have anything else in here? I can take it out and ride around without having the big, large van. Okay. Eggs I need, or not eggs. Glue I need first. Alright, let's put the wood in here for now. The fire bundles I don't think I can make yet. So let's just make 20 of... Oh no, I don't want 20. I think I get times 9, yeah. So we'll use 10 logs to get that. The chicken coop, I can make the second chicken coop. So I'm going to go ahead and make it while I have the stuff for it. Alright, let's come over here and let's get the glue going. Okay. I can do 6 glue with 2 minutes. I'm going to put an extra one in because it's just, for whatever reason, it never seems to work that way. Okay. So mechanics table. Okay, I'm missing just the 2 glue. So as soon as I got 2 of these done, I can make the mechanics table. There's 1. Where am I at with you? Have you cooked everything you were supposed to? Yes, you have. So let's go back and get the other stuff now. Alright. And that needs to be crafted in the backpack. Oh. Okay. Okay, we'll get that crafting. And then I was looking at the fuel saver mod. I just need 10 steel plates. I have that already. Okay. Well, we'll put you in there. Oh, not you. Oh, I was short on these. Am I running out of water again? Jeez. I really got to start taking these empty water bottles with me when I'm questing. Dang, that sucks. Okay. Don't need you anymore. Well, not with me, so I'll put you up there. Nope, drugs. Okay. Let's find a place to put you down now. I am running out of real estate. I typically normally put all these blocks in a specific pattern, which unfortunately I have not been able to do with this playthrough. Oh, that's right. I gotta fix a bunch of stuff. You put your inventory or your inventory. You put your storage all in a like a circle, like in the center of a larger space that you can then place all your workstations around. I didn't think I was going to be here very long, so short-sightedness prevented me from setting this up properly. And I've been dealing with that ever since. So if I chop you down, I can put you kitty corner from... I don't have anything on this wall right there? No. Alright. Yeah, I'll put you right here. Or do I want to... Is there anything in you? Yes. So let's... Oh man, I got a bunch of... They're always wrecking my house. Okay. So I might... Maybe we'll go over here and I'm going to set it over here. I'm just trying to keep it close to the storage. Alright. Where are you guys at? Alright. Bunch of vandals. Okay. Back up. Okay. Let's finish getting you so I can put this down. Would really, really, really like to get that fuel saver going. And I'll probably just take you guys. It'll make it easier when I'm coming through, too, that I can reach over there to grab stuff and then immediately put it over here. Even though it's the wrong box, it's still, I can then from there put it to the right box. Okay. So we'll put you there. Now, fuel saver. Hey, Shu, what's up, man? Wait, tier 2... Another upgrade I don't have. Oh, yes, I got my van at least. But I was trying to make this fuel saver mod so I wouldn't use so much gas with it. It's going good. It's just every time I see something and I go through all the stuff to think I can make it, and then I end up going in there and it's like, nope, you need the next version of that workstation. And it's like a whole nother rabbit hole I have to go running down. Yeah. No, it's purple. No, it's my candy van. Alright, let me at least get my inventory wiped. I think I'm gonna go exploring some... Dang it. I got it. I have enough to do... How close are you guys to give me some eggs? 64%. Alright. Alright, I was planning on coming over here for the sole purpose I need a better axe. So there's a steel axe. I keep thinking, though, that this is... I wish it would at least show you what the stats of it are, because I'm pretty sure this is a melee axe. Iron. I could do the iron. I get the feel... Okay, that needs a tier 3? Is this a tier 3? No, it's okay. I was going to say it. Yeah. That is in a tier 2. So I just need some iron plating. Okay. I think we'll go with that iron axe. I think that's a good thing. Or it's a good investment, we'll call that. I still need to be able to make it. Alright. So I could make a little bit more iron. I can definitely make some more steel. Alright. You're done. Wow, it made 3 at a time. Jeez. I mean, all in all, I'm actually pretty good. I just, every time I was trying to be smart and, come up with a, fuel efficient drive, because I actually have the recipe for it. And I had to make this first, so I had to run out and get stuff for it. And now I don't have enough research data to do it, and I'm about to research an axe, I'll leave even less, so I'm going to have to go out and find some more places that I can get books. Which, I mean, that's what I'm basically doing anyway. Okay, do I have 18 yet? I do. Alright, let's come over here, let's research the iron. I researched the carpenters. I could make one of those right now in the blacksmith's forge. I think this one actually just does more damage. Yeah, I'm pulling the trigger on that. I think you do more damage, so even though I can already make the carpenters, it's fast, but if I remember it just doesn't do a ton of damage. Okay, so 51 seconds on that. This hole in my wall is kind of weird now. That used to not be there. Okay, let me put one of you back. You're in my cell box now, which actually I can reach from here, which is kind of cool, I guess. Alright. I'd like a better shovel too, but I don't think I want to put the research into that. Because what options are there for that? Iron shovel, yeah. Again, that's another 200 plus, yeah. Nope, I think we're good there. Yeah. And then steel and titanium. Alright, here we go. So what do I need for my axe? Okay, blacksmith forge. Okay, and I have it over here, so I can immediately start that crafting. Okay. Fingers crossed you do a bunch of damage and you're good for me. Alright, you go there. Suppose I could... Wait, face. Probably need to find that. Got all about that. Nope, can't create it or craft it, so we're gonna have to find it. Alright, I'm gonna do this again. Take a vitamin. Eat a bunch of nasty food. And I can make 3 bacon and eggs right now. So at least get my hunger up. I have plenty of drink. Don't have a lot of murky water, though. Lots of bottles, just not a lot. I have the finished water. Alright, you should be good there. Yeah, I've got a lot of these mineral waters, which really help fill you up. you. Alright, I got extra bottles, which I don't need. Okay. Oops, that's right, we're crafting over here. Okay. 38 block damage. Yeah, I think that's compared to my 25. Plus, when I pull you out, that should bring me up to, yeah, 38. Okay. Well, I'll leave you in my tools. It's almost daylight, isn't it? No, it's a little bit night yet. Okay, bring you over to here. Wait. I put you back in there. I have another one. Whatever. I guess we'll leave it in there for now. So the fireman, so this adds more damage to blocks, but oh, I'd rather do that. Oh, that's fantastic. So now you do plus 7.5. Okay, no worries. Put you back in here, so we should be able to do really well cutting trees down. Are you guys done yet? Nope. Okay, we'll hit you up when we come back. Okay, alright. Yarmo. He's going tree hunting. I hear somebody else in here banging down my walls. It's probably going to be a good thing I get out of here, because at some point, they're going to destroy my structural, and this whole thing's going to come down, and I would cry. What? Are you an idiot? What kind of stupid zombie are you that you think it's a better idea to break out an entire concrete block than to walk around? I don't get it. At all. Okay. Let's make our way back again towards the trader. Yep, that one. And then we'll start chopping some trees in the woods, but I would again like to go into the town and get a good search to see if I can't find some crack books or something that looks like it'll at least have a bunch of books in it. Yeah, we're quick, we're fast, but we're probably guzzling the fuel. What did I need to be able to upgrade it again? I don't remember. But we'll look back when we go back next time. I may not be able to get it upgraded before we make the move, but I should still be fine. All right. Okay, let's. This is a nice little area to chop some trees down. Curious to see how much better this axe is than the one I was using. Why am I going so slow? Alright, let's get closer over here and we'll work our way around. Yeah, I don't... Less damage on zombies. Why would I care about that? Yeah, I think that was doing itty-bitty little chunks on that with that scrap axe. Okay, somebody's coming through. Okay, can I get a tree kill? Oh, you're behind me, jerk. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Ooh, duct tape. I'll take that. Yeah, the only thing is these trees are cover up your field of view, so you hear them, but you don't know where they are. Not so much these ones, but these ones. You kind of have to get inside to... That's how he snuck up on me last time. Need to unpin this. Okay, I hear... What's that, the Hawaii dude? Okay, can I just click it? I can. Oh, that's amazing. Forgot. Man, Subquake did just so many cool quality of life stuff. I don't even have to go into my crafting thing and find it to undo it. I can just click the X. Okay, hopefully we're getting a good amount of resin, because I actually use it. And it's used in a bunch of stuff more than just glue. Okay, oh, there you go. Okay, good. I get a tree kill? No. Oh, I got a wandering horde is what I got. Okay, well, we'll take you out. At least you're not feral. I know at some point I'm going to get wandering feral hordes. Ooh, I'm almost up to 50 in the pole arms. That's cool. Getting somewhat heavy, but still okay. And every tree I chop down gives me more resin, but it also gives me more seeds for the chickens. So 3 to... I don't know what the maximum is, but even if they're both 3, then I'll at least get 6 per harvest if I have the seeds for them. And I guess the other thing too is I do have the living off the land, so I suppose I could just keep grabbing these because I don't use cotton. I think I could turn the cotton into seeds, so that might not be a bad route either. Okay, yes, I know you guys. Whoa! Where'd you guys all come from? Dang. That was a party and a half. Damn. Talking about sneaking up on a guy. Okay. Do I have any skill points? I have 1. I think I really need to save this up to 'cause I have 2 points to get the next one. Yeah, I need to keep my perception because I think for all of these, they require me to get to 10. So I was putting points into Pack Mule for like the last few levels to get me up. And I think to get the next level, I would have to get my strength up to 4. Well, at least they don't make you put that much into strength to get there. Now, out of curiosity, minor 69er, I could put that in strength 3, strength 5. So I could get up to tier 3 and minor 69er with only 3 points into strength. You know, I may just have to do that. As much as I'm trying to mine and things like that. Yeah, plus it gives me more of the pack mule, which again, that pack mule is huge for me in being able to go through and complete POIs without having to come out and store a bunch of stuff. Let's take care of these guys, get these last couple trees, and then we'll head back to the truck. And we'll deposit. Dude, chill out. Good, I got rid of Mo. Alright. Gosh. So rude. So aggressive. Okay, cool. Another egg. 330, so... Free meat. I mean, it's like food delivery, I guess. Catching me off guard, though. Alright, there we go. I got one more over here, and then we'll jump into the old van. I'm curious to see what old Trady has for sale there. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea for me to bring all my trade stuff, but... Oh yeah, and I want to go back and get all the cotton and the red teas, didn't I? Okay. We are actually overweight now from all this stuff, so let's take care of you. Let's do a dump into the van. And actually, I think that wouldn't be a bad thing to run around and just collect a bunch of these chrysanthemum and cotton. Because, what recipes for cotton? Cotton seed. I can't make cotton seed until I find it. Okay, well, stop. What about you? Have I gotten your recipe yet? I have. So 5 each. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep getting the cotton because at some point maybe I'll get that. And when I do, I can then just craft a whole bunch of cotton seeds. Let's too bad you don't have like a chance to just randomly get a cotton seed while you're picking the cotton. That would be nice. I don't know how it actually works in real life. I know a lot of plants and trees and things that you get, the fruit that you're harvesting for is also the seed. Or is it one of those crops that just keeps growing every year that you don't have to replant? I have no idea. And I don't know if the fun pimps were trying to be realistic or just clumping all plants into the same way of getting seeds. Why do I keep getting all these guys coming out of nowhere? Can't all be wandering hordes. They're just randomly spawning zombies that... Jeez. Keep coming. It is a little crazy. I mean, it's free experience, so I mean, it's not... I don't have to go look for them, but... it would be nice if they would actually drop something for me. I haven't gotten a loot bag in a little bit, I think. I love getting loot bags. Okay, I'll be curious to see how many chrysanthemums we have at the end of this. And if I see another field like this, because these are all over. You'll see these fields with just a ton of the flowers in them. And I get double harvest right now, so that's cool. I think I don't need to do much more to actually get it to the triple. I mean, I could do that right now. Yeah, why not? Oh my goodness, more. It'll make it worth more to be harvesting wild crops. Okay. Alright, let's head over to the trader. I almost wish I did that before I went out and picked all these. Okay, how many chrysanthemums did I get? 66, so that's... Could make 13, so that's... Yeah, that's almost 2 full runs of the chicken coops. Or that's 1 full run of both chicken coops, I should say. It would be nice if I did have the ability to make the cotton seeds, because I got a bunch of those too. Alright. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to go through this one with my triple harvest and just see what we end up with at the end, because I would like to be able to just run it for a while without having to go do this again. And again, once I find, at some point I'm going to get that recipe, and I hope I didn't get it once before and just scrapped it, because I'm like, I don't need to make cotton seeds, which is what I would typically say. Knowing me, I probably did throw it away. But, or not throw it away, scrap it. But I don't think it's a hard, like some of the recipes, like, you have to get super lucky to get, but I don't think this is one of them. I think that's probably one that you get multiple times. So I'll get it eventually, and when I do, I'll be able to make a ton of cotton seeds out of it. And then we'll be set on eggs. And then as long as I keep getting animals coming over and attacking me in the wild, I will keep getting the meat, and then that'll be a decent way. And once we get to the desert, I will set up a farm. So I'm still keeping all the other seeds that I have, so we'll get a nice farm set up. So it'll be at that time. Wow, a stack and a half of chrysanthemum, 200 cotton. Ooh, that triple harvest actually, that is worth it, I would say. All right, let's go see what we got here at the trail. I did want to try the loop. I don't need a motorcycle, but it would be nice if I knew where one was in case I wanted to, because I do have the ability to repair small cars. I'm not sure if I want to do a small car or not. I like the fact that this thing's got so much storage. 2,500 is a ton. Okay, nope, doesn't look like we got any motorcycles. A couple bicycles. Alright. Let's go pay him a visit. And then we're going to wander through his town and see what we can find. It is nice having this van, though. I don't remember if I actually looted this when I came through here the first time or not. Okay, yep, looks like we did. Oh, that's right. I do remember this guy.
What are you looking for?
All right, what do you got? Okay, House decorations. A full thing of gasoline. That's kind of expensive, but at one point that would have been nice. A whole thing of gasoline. Jeez, that's 60 units. That's 3 of these barrels, and that's 3 times the cost. Wait, I could buy research data? I could buy 4,646 research data? Let me see what else is here. But what the heck? Peacekeeper would be nice. I could buy you. You have a 9-round magazine. 1 per second. Huge damage.
Right.
I do have the choke. I could buy that. And then I could buy a bunch of knowledge, too. That's crazy. Oh, I wouldn't have to worry about finding a crack book. Motorcycle. Vehicle reserve tank. I can't fill it up right now as is, so I don't think that's super need. Iron pick for only 800. You do 40 block damage compared to my current 40, but that's because I've upgraded you. I think I'm good for now. Trident. 27.9 versus my 20.6. Yeah, 7 grand. I ain't spending those 7 grand.
You're
okay.
getting on my nerves.
Yeah,
man.
you always get on mine, so I guess we'll call that even. I think I have to do it, so I'm going to do the Peacekeeper, because I haven't gotten a really decent shotgun. And the most I can do is 36. Let's just do 2,500 for now. Oh, it's not a 1-for-1. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I got super excited. Dude, this guy's got 4,600 freaking research. It's 45 a piece. So if I did 100, how much is that? Oof. Well, I'll remember this. This is interesting that I could actually come over here and buy it. That's a lot to buy.
Of course.
Damn. Like if I'm actually hurting. And I got my van. Look, I got my van. It was a rough one. Driving some coffee into me. How goes it? Have you played? It goes pretty well. Other than the fact that I stubbed my pinky. I was coming upstairs. Yeah, nice, can't even. I was coming upstairs in my house. I was actually carrying my new little cat bed over here, which I'm waiting for my cat to come in at some point tonight because he gets really frustrated that I'm not downstairs, and I'll see if he wants to come sit in it. But I'm walking up, and I have this unbuilt shelf thing that I had bought from Costco sitting in the side, and I caught it full on with my pinky toe, and like 6-7 hours later it's still throbbing, so I'm pretty sure I probably broke my toe. And I've done it before, and I know that all they say is there's nothing they can do because of where it is, so you just literally have to just pain through it and until it fixes itself. Yeah, I mean, luckily I don't get out of my house much, so I don't have to worry about having to put shoes on or anything like that, because I know that's when it really hurts. What's funny is the last time I broke it, I went to medical, and they basically gave me a oh, I didn't bring my bottles. Oh, that's dumb. I think it's out here. They gave me a chit that said a tennis shoe chit. So instead of wearing the big heavy, leather boots with the safety toe and all that kind of stuff, they said I could wear tennis shoes. But the ship was getting underway, and you cannot wear tennis shoes underway. So they basically talked to medical, and they pulled my chit and just made me come underway and wear my boots. Yeah, that was a fun underway. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to sneak attack you. But I remember them telling me that there was really nothing they can do for like that kind of a broken. But I'll see how it feels tomorrow. It's just one of those things. I just spent a bunch of my research and everything to research the iron axe, because I needed a bunch of. What's that? How much do you do? 34 to my 38. That's not bad. course, as soon as I invest in an axe, I find a better one. It's typical 7 days. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing really good. Like I said, I got my candy van, which made me happy. I put my last point into living off the land. So I've got like a stack and a half plus what's in here. I have almost 2 stacks of chrysanthemums, so I'll be able to make a bunch of seeds. I made a second chicken coop. So I'm getting myself set up. I got the horde coming up. Wait, I found a micro SMG? Yeah, they just... Yeah, yep. Pretty much. Dude, I didn't even see that happen. I found a micro SMG. That's 10 meter... that's what I use anyway. That's kind of cool. Man, it's a good day. I'm finding some cool stuff. Alright, I would like to see what's up there. So let's head that way and head up. I got a truck engine. Do you know that a van, he made a separate book for vans. I learned the car, the car repair recipe. And then I go up to the van and it's like, you need the van repair recipe. I'm like, God. So at some point in time between when I last played it, oops, what am I running into? When I last played it and I guess when he updated it again, he changed it so that the van didn't fall under the car anymore. Which, I mean, it makes sense because it was a fairly cheesy glitch because you got... This thing has 2,500 pounds worth of storage. Yeah, 197 of 2,500. And it's got a little bit bigger of a storage bank too, so it'll make the move to the desert a lot easier. Okay, I remember being able to get a lot of cool stuff in here, including a bunch of black dye. And then the back, some good stuff. So you know what? Let's do this. I'm wondering if I should... instead of having you up there... Oh, I didn't bring it with me. Okay, never mind. I'm going to try out my micro, but... I mean, it's a green micro, too. That's the kind of cool part. So I'm going to have to look into it, because I can get rid of a whole... I won't have to carry the 5.56 with me if I run with the micro SMG, because they both take the 10 mil. I just need to make a bunch of 10 mil. So I'm trying to upgrade my ballistic table to tier 2, because I needed that to be able to research the... No, it's not that. It's mechanics table. Darn it. Never mind. Trying to get the mechanics table up to tier 2 so I can make the fuel saver mod. Because at some point somewhere I found the turbo one, so I know I'm going to be guzzling fuel in that van, so I really would like to find the fuel saver to try to combat that excess usage. And I know it takes so much research to learn how to make the gas. That's crazy how much that is. Not like vanilla where you just go out into the desert and, you know, immediately make all the gas you ever need. Alright. Yeah, I took like about a 2-hour nap here. Yeah, 2,000. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, if I had a ton of money, I guess I could have just bought it just now. I still can't believe that guy sold that much knowledge. I'm gonna have to remember that. That's kind of cool. Like, you know, if you got extra money, you can, and you need a specific amount, you can just go over there instead of running around looking for a library or crack book or something. Alright, so far no black. And these aren't worth keeping, so I'm going to drop most of these. And it's not like Darkness Falls where you need all the dyes. I'm just hoping to find some, just hoping to find some black so I can change some of my clothes. Dude, I lost my mind today. I was recording a couple episodes of my Shotgun Vanilla series. And I got a tier 5 in the Wasteland. You know, that's where I'm at right now in that series. And it was Grover High, which is like I think I'd been through it maybe before. I literally just... I crashed out. I was so, by the time I was done, I was so angry. I got to the roof, which is the very beginning, and a bunch of zombies spawn. Okay, I start fighting them, and while I'm fighting them, they all spawn again. Like 4 times in a row from the same spot. And then I went to look where they were spawning from, thinking, okay, maybe they're climbing up from underneath. And it was a 1-block gap. And apparently all these things were magically, over time, continually spawning on me. There were the blue ones, the orange ones, freaking cops everywhere. I went through like an entire stack of ammo, and at the end I was running around with an axe trying to conserve my... It was ridiculous. And the orange and the blue ones, they're just sponges. I had a tier 6 auto shotgun, and I'm shooting slugs. I've got all the shotgun perks and everything. I'm doing as much damage as you possibly can, and they're taking 3 shotgun slugs to the face to kill these things. Like, all I can say was that it was lazy. It's lazy design. Like, why would you do that? I'm still to this point. I'm still frustrated by it because it was silly. Like, I understand, like, some people, you know, they get the immersions breaking by certain things, and I'm usually just whatever. Yeah, I'm just okay, whatever, you know, immersion this, immersion that. But watching them, I'm sitting there, I kill this zombie, and then I watch it materialize out of thin air right in front of me, right where I killed the last one. I'm like, how is that supposed to be immersive? Like, I get it when they first started putting them and hiding these, like, you know, behind paintings and things like that. I still don't know why they were behind the paintings in the first place, but whatever. But now they've got them behind paintings, and they have them on these time delays, so they one at a time. And that rooftop was just insane. Like, I thought I was going to die 3-4 different times just trying to survive the first part of that POI. Again, I don't understand some of their decisions. Like, they literally just made a continuous spawn that made no sense because it was areas that I already cleared out, and then they would spawn them again magically behind where you'd already cleared everything out, and then they just turned them into bullet sponges. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that one goes, because I was seething angry. I just I haven't edited it yet, and I'm probably gonna get a good laugh when I do, just watching me just completely crash out on this. Come back to a version of the game that makes sense. And it's funny, that wasn't even the only part of this 2.0 that they just effed up on game difficulty. Because I don't know if you played at all in the 2.0 and got to the desert, but every other zombie was a plague spitter. There was no balance to it at all. It's like, hey, this is our new zombie. We're gonna make you fight it over and over. And oh, by the way, it's transparent, so you can't see it till you're up close. And it just keeps launching these swarms that slow you down and infect you every time they hit you. Like, it was, it's like, holy cow! Like, how is that fun? So they basically said, okay, they reduced it by 50, and it's still crazy. I run a mod, the only mod that I'm running on that vanilla series, just because it reduces the number that you get, and I still get more than I would like to, but at least it's balanced. Oh no, I hate people. I don't hate people. I hate when people just make the game difficult for the sake of being difficult, or change. What's the word I'm looking? Yeah, I'd be like, okay, yeah, and yeah, no, I've played more vanilla up until this point, because I do a lot of single player stuff before I started actually recording and doing videos again. So I've got over 10,000 hours in this game. It's stupid. I'm a huge fan of this game. Bigger fan lately of the mods, but yeah, I love this game. So it's just, yeah. I was seething. It was, again, it's gonna be kind of funny to see how this is received, because I was not pulling punches. I was cussing up a storm, and yeah, that was an interesting Interesting recording session, we'll say. I really only get one black die. I love that I could do this again. Like back in the day, this was like something I would always do, was be to come to these and then try to find all the black dye to turn all my armor black. Especially like the duster. Oh, yeah, that's what I got to look forward to tonight. I got to do a little bit of editing for all that stuff from today. Funny part is that's usually the best videos is when when you crash out. I think people just love to watch train wrecks. How'd your stream go though last night? How far did you get? I know you were it sounds like, or looks like you streamed for quite a while. It was definitely past my bedtime. I think I left around like 4 o'clock my time, 4 a.m. And you were still going strong. When I get to this loot room, I just remember this loot room is amazing in here. Get these things killed so I can look up and read that. Same position with what was my previous mainstream game. I have almost 6,000 Planet Coaster when the 2 came out, and it's so disappointing. You know what? Another one that I'm disappointed and it hasn't even had a chance to is Subnautica. Like, I finally got around to playing it, and it was actually a fun game. I was like, okay, I can see why everybody was so into this game. You know, it's a whole, it's like your normal, sandbox survival game, only underwater. Cool. And then I hear that it's, they're working on the second one, and then to hear all the nightmare that apparently this whole thing, like, firing the CEO and everybody, lawsuits here and there, and instead of coming out this year in early access, maybe next year, just all, yeah, it's kind of sad. Did you ever play Forest or Sons of the Forest? Because I think I made the mistake of playing Sons of the Forest too early. So by the time the full version came out, I just haven't had the desire to go back and play it yet. It was fun. It was really cool. And the first one was really good too. And it's a different kind of building type of mechanic, so I like things when they're a little bit different. I'm sure at some point I'll go back and fully play it. Maybe me and Ren will get in there. I'm considering making my Wednesday streams with Ren into more than just 7 days. Found the snow biome, so now the rest will be. So, are you in the desert right now, or are you just going to skip the desert? I thought it looked like you were still in the forest biome when I was watching you. And I know you can skip. That's the best part of the older version. But then you go straight to the really bad scorpions. Always skip straight to snow. Yeah. I don't remember when I first got to the first time I played the desert in the new update was with Ren. We were streaming and we got out to the desert and it was unplayable. Like, that's all we did. We were just trying to get our badge, and it was just nonstop screamers. So he basically found that mod and I put it in immediately because it was just unplayable. It was crazy how unbalanced it was. And then when I got to the snow biome, at first I still had the mod in there, and it was, I wasn't able to get the zombies I needed to kill, so I took it out for a little bit. At one point, I had 3 of those frost claws throwing boulders at me, and I was like, okay, yep, we definitely need to get this back again. Yeah, I figured you guys would all be pharaohs at the end. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm bleeding. Yeah, I think I should have been a little more careful dropping in here. I knew what was coming. Get cocky after a while. Blue pitchfork. Still garbage. I wish... Are you usable? If I put you back down... Yeah, you just say spotlight. You don't say like POI spotlight. Okay, I just got a free spotlight. Okay, I will take that. I was hoping they had more of these were populated with stuff. I'm finding more higher tier to the low gear stuff. Or higher level of the low tier. Yeah. I'm trying to think for 1.0 what I really... 1.0 I played Darkness Falls and I played Rebirth. I started out playing Rebirth as the just the regular version of it. And then I saw the purge scenario, and at first I wasn't really into it, but then I was like I was gonna start recording a YouTube series, and I figured the purge was a better way because you're not planning for all the hordes. Like they remove hordes from that whole purge scenario. Like you don't get hordes at all, but the thing is you're constantly going into all these large POIs and stuff, so it kind of offset it. But I think I was like 118 episodes I recorded of that one. Like, it was cool because it was a progression system. So you had to complete 75% of all the POIs in each biome in order before you could get the they called it an inhibitor that you could craft, and then it would allow you to go into the next one. So again, it took a while, but it was fun. And then of course each time you went into a new biome, I decided it would be fun to make myself make a brand new horde base. I gave myself so many silly rules, but it made for an entertaining series. And I made some of the favorite bases I've ever made in that series just because I didn't allow myself to basically make the same base. So every base had to be unique, every horde base had to be unique, all this kind of stuff. Had to be fully furnished, fully powered, with lights and things. And I had to be off a roof and into my that wherever that I was, that new POI, by 25% of the POIs. It was a lot of self-imposed silly rules, but it made for a fun playthrough. So I kind of get why people do that when they make a lot of the series, because it just gets boring playing just straight up, each time, because there's nothing different about it. And when there's no mods out there, when there's no mods out there, you kind of have to find your own way to make things creative. And I know right now that the Rebirth has that 24/7 storms mod. I mean, it makes the storms better, but I just don't know that I'd want to do it 24/7. And that was the other thing too. The other thing that really just got me upset today. So I had just finished going through and completing my quest, and I was getting ready to start heading back, and a storm comes in. So I kind of rest in place, get my health up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have all my medical stuff ready, and I'll brave the storm to get home. I get out of my motorcycle, and it blows me into a wall. Like, you can't even drive in these storms. Like, and I remember them talking about how it's risk reward. So if you go out into the storm, the zombies do this, that, and the other. I'm like, that's not risk reward. You just took out the entire ability for me to go in the storm. As soon as I went out, I couldn't move anymore. Like, how is that risk reward? I got some stuff I can sell. That was not a bad trip. Yeah, I just, again, like you said, it's just some of their decisions. It's like, why? Project Z overall. I did see that one. I know it is 2.0. So the way I get around that is I use the mod installer. So even if a mod isn't on the mod installer, you can still create a new custom mod, which is what I had to do with the Undead Legacy. And then it creates a whole separate folder, and then you put all your mods into that separate folder it creates. So you have different instances of 7 Days to Die on your computer, but it allows you to have multiple running at the same time. So you don't even use the Steam version of your 7 Days to Die. It's that new one, and it just clones what you have. And then a lot of the mods, the big mods, so when they come out, they have it's right there in the mod launcher. So you can just go into it, click install, and it makes a new fresh install and just drops everything in for you. So, and the guy that designed and made it, when we were doing Ravenhurst, he was one of the guys on Ravenhurst. Yeah. I know Undead Legacy is on there, like right now, so you can just hit the button to install it. So I'm pretty sure he'll be putting the 2.0 on there when it comes out. I forget how to pronounce his name, but the guy that makes it, he was part of Jax's programming group back when they were originally doing the Ravenhurst mod. What am I trying to figure out? Oh, wanted to see where I am. So he made. I remember one of the first mods that he kind of made for himself was one where everything was buried in snow. Did you ever see that mod? So you couldn't even see most of the houses; they were all buried in snow. So you'd have to dig down through the snow into the houses and stuff. Really unique build. Then put some other crazy stuff in there. Smart guy, I'll give him that. A bunch of vehicles there. Most of them look like they're actually in working order. I see the gas station up there. What is over here, though? Oh, up there. Okay, yeah, like I said, back in the day before the overhaul mods became super popular, you know, that was one of the new ones out there, and a lot of people enjoyed it and played it, but we're talking 5-6 years ago, probably. Well, I took the trip down here in order to see that there's nothing here that I want. Yeah, Ravenhurst, it got too grindy for me. And I got tired of trying to fight over and over to say that it didn't make sense, you know, so I just, at one point, I don't know, I just bowed out, so to say. This is all industrial here. Oh, that's right. Oh, I see a Kraken book. Is it already on my map? I've definitely cleared this area. I'm assuming I probably have been there. We'll know if I've already been in this gas area. Okay. Let me check this one out first. I'm curious to see if this has already been looted or not. Yep. Okay. Oh well. Too good to be true. Thought I found an unlooted Krakenbook. And I played Wars UK, which is really brutal early game, but then, you know, as you play through, you become a god at the end. So at least, you know, unlike Darkness Falls, where by the time you get to the end, it's like, oh man, the craziness that happens there. Like my best base ever was able to take on the Day 64 horde with max zombies and everything. But oh, man, it was crazy. It was absolutely bonkers. And the succubuses, like the queen succubus or whatever, like it was so many different things in there. They literally tore through my crafting area. All right, let's get rid of all this heavy stuff. I definitely have some things that are going to be actually, you are worth 0. I have some stuff that's going to be upgrades. I just don't want to go through them until I get back to home. All right, what's the lightest things I have here? Let's get these ones in my inventory. So yeah, it's just become an exercise in finding a mod that you actually like, and then you just end up playing that over and over and over. But like I was saying, you gotta find, I wouldn't say tricks, but you have to find unique ways of making it interesting and exciting. Okay, let's see if I can put these on that. I'm curious about this little micro SMG. Okay, I can put those both on there. Good. Okay, how many rounds do you hold now? This little itty bitty thing, 45, not bad. How much damage are you doing? 37. All right. I should probably learn that just in case I want to turn one of mine into something else. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Do I have my gas can, or did I leave it in here? I left it in there. Yep. Okay. But I cannot wait for 2.7 to come out for Undead Legacy. Like, I don't think I've anticipated the game more than that in a long time. Especially because every day he keeps showing off the new thing that he did. You know, like, I got bored, so I started working on this. It's just like, when it's right, because it's going to be such a different game than even 2.6 is. Like, so many different things. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but what he was saying today was that he's going to take away the % chance of failing when upgrading your weapons, which I'm happy for, because I remember just getting just completely gutted when I would try to, you know, do that S tier upgrade and gather all those materials and have it fail because you had like a 50% chance of it working. I get the mechanic, but man, it was painful when it failed. Let's see what's in these boxes. I'm glad this is one I hadn't done yet, which means I can get a bunch of gas out of here. Yeah, it was one of the things he added in that. Yeah, I was just like, I could do without that one. So, I'm not looking forward to, you know, now that I'm starting to get some good weapons that I want to upgrade. I am not looking forward to that process. Okay, are you full? 20 of 20. Cool. A 9 in this one? Dude, I might get almost 2 full cans of fuel out of this place. Just about. Nice. All right, let's see what's in this passing gas box. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I heard somebody coming. Some oil. Dude, 90, yeah, exactly. I mean, technically, 10% to fail means you can fail, but boy, oh boy, sometimes it really feels like it shouldn't. Oh, so many playthroughs just destroyed by that failure rate. Okay, yeah, because now I'm getting gunned. So that's one of the reasons I was trying to get my workstation, or my maintenance station upgraded to tier 3, because I still have a couple weapons that I can't repair right now. And with my tier 2. Okay, have I done this Mo Power? I love Mo Powers because each one of their boxes is like almost like a crack-a-book box. So you get 1 to 2 books in them. Okay, I haven't opened it yet, so no, I haven't been in this one. All right, cop drop. I know you're coming. There you go. Let's try this bad boy out. Oh, jeez. I'm glad I learned that semi-auto, because I just pulled that trigger and 3 rounds came out. Okay, who are you? How good are you? Jeez. I'm just tapping it, and every tap is like, okay, there I go. I got one to come out that time. Whoop. Oh, come on. That's the scary part, is you can waste ammo if you just start going crazy. This is a fun gun, though. I wonder if the next upgrade gets it to 3 spots, because it's only at E. Alright, was that a book? That was a book. Okay, I already learned this book. Yeah. Ah, man, I'm trying to tap to not use extra. It's hard to get this to do a single shot. But I mean, for stuff like this, 2 headshots in rapid succession is not a bad thing. Oh, you jumped right as I shot. Okay, I knew someone was going to sneak up on me eventually. Okay, you are shooting way too much. I need to put that semi-auto into this thing. Although then it's just... I guess that needs... I'll just make it my... Oh, shit gun. I can still use this for one-on-ones, because it still does it a lot. And I also have my rifle yet, too. Oh, wow. You guys gotta stop jumping. I don't know what you're doing that for. There we go.